Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Jason here from the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. I know these things start slow and weird, and we wait for people and all that, and that's cool. Hey, look, the first guy's on. That's great. Um, I'm just gonna stammer for a while. Pretty excited. Hey, it's comedian Bill Fisher. He's here. Um, I've been wanting to do this for a while. We've kind of racked our brains a little bit with the boys and just trying to come up with some reason to do some more lives. And I personally haven't done many of those. Spooty and Elgin definitely have before. There's a there's a legendary live stream from early on when Spooty put together this little tin model kit for me of this little guy, and that sucker was like 5 hours long. I'm like, what? And I'm an idiot. I just sat there on my couch and just watched and watched and watched. So I don't think I can do that. That's crazy. I just and Elgin, he's done some really awesome uh Lego builds. Um he does some really good ones. So he's got some cool lives, but I'm like, I want to do one. You guys having all the fun? Um, so and uh this kind of came out of nowhere, really. I mean, I knew I'd been thinking about it for a while, and I was like, well, I'm here just by myself on a Saturday night, and I'm like, well, no time like the present. And the the special Patreon exclusive chat that we have, I don't know, Bill got me excited. That's what he does, if you know Bill at all. But uh just talking in there like, hey, should I just do it? I got this new toy today, and I was like, well, I was getting ready excited to open it, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe this could be a thing. And I don't know if this is what this is such a half-baked you dabble, yes. I don't know if this is exactly I'd love to make it a regular stream of content. I don't know about time. I always wanted a stream or something I could just hop on and be like, "Hey, I want to do this thing." And I know that's not great for YouTube and all the making it work, but it's not the best way to do it. But I'm just like, sometimes I just want to hop on and talk some toys with folks, and I just don't know how else to do it. So I got a new toy today, and I was like, well, screw it, let's just do it. And then I was like, hey guys, should I do it? And then they're all like, yeah, let's do it. So here I am, um, rambling into a microphone. Fun to do. I like doing it. And uh yeah, but more dabbling, rambling first. So another reason I kind of wanted to do some more live streaming like this is that I wanted to get used to using this program, which is called StreamYard, that does this live thing that lets us do this, and it has cool features. And we, used it for that 300th episode of Attack of the Killer podcast. You can have guests come on, like you can leave comments, like Bill did, and I can put them on the screen like that. Look at that. That's Bill. He dabbles. Um, and comment back and get used to using this program because I'd like to do more of it. We just got done just having this amazing like scream to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's such a awesome, amazing thing that this podcast, this toy talking just has only the audience has only gone up since we started this 3 years ago. It's just been amazing, and we just got to 1,000 subscribers. One of the There's two reasons. One, that's awesome, and but the one of the main reasons it was a goal in the first place is because of the monetization part of it, and it's not like, we plan to take advantage of that or do anything really for that, but it just created this goal for us, to have something to shoot for. Was this 1,000 subscribers was a benchmark to get to, and we got there. And then so there's one more component to getting our first real monetization platform where we can like have channel members and things, and is in combination with that, you also need to have like, I already forgot, 3,000 at the time. There's 4,000 watched hours, watched hours. Your content has to have put forth this many hours, and like the first tier is like 3,000, and the main tier, the big tier, is 4,000 watched hours of your channel. And so, back in my head, it's like, well, if we could do some more live streams and get some people on, just creating some more content for people to be on the channel longer. So it definitely helps. All the things help. If you are interested, we do a video version of our podcast. Um, However you get it and listen or watch it, it's great. But we'll all recommend that watching the video version of the podcast is the best way to consume the podcast, because you get to see the toys. It's amazing. So there's that too. I wanted to use this software, this program a little bit more, and just jumping in there and doing it, I guess. And so I want to thank the exclusive Patreon chat that we have for encouraging me to do this. Hopefully I can try and do it more. It's fun, and I love talking toys with people. I don't expect anyone to get on and unbox something with me. You never know. Some of us just get bored on a Saturday night, and like, what else is Bill doing? So, like, I know he's like itching for something to do. So happy to help you there, buddy. Um, and then, yeah, hurry up and get some good cameras and microphones so you can get on here and unbox toys with me. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay. Geez. I don't even know I'd ramble that much. So we're at 8 minutes already, and I haven't even done anything. So I got this new toy today. And so a little history on the toy. We're going to just talk. As you can see behind me, I'm a Transformers guy. And if you've heard the show, you know that I'm a Transformers guy. I got a few, I branch out a little bit. I try some new things sometimes, or just something will catch your eye, and you got to get it. And oh, Bill, see, just always, I can't. This toy tonight is not a Transformer. I know, shocking, and it's weird. And I might need some of your help to even tell me who and what it is. But I saw this toy. It feels like a year ago it came out, and you know how things hit stores at different times all across the states. And I saw this, maybe it feels like a year ago, and it's a toy that made me instantly think about my best friend, Insane Mike Saunders, because Insane Mike has a collection of his many collections. He's had this niche little collection of eyeball things, and I was like, cool. And I don't know that other than it being gross and cool, because that's like him, uh gross and cool, I don't know if there was ever a reason for the eyeball thing starting, and it might have just been like a lot of ours. You say, "Hey, I like this eyeball," and then somebody buys you an eyeball thing, and then you have 2 things, and then somebody gets you that, and then they see, "Oh, I see you got these 3 things on your shelf," and they're like, "Well, I saw this, I'll get this for you." And before you know it, a collection starts, and we all have those, and I can't remember if his was like that or not. But when I saw this, I sent a picture to him immediately, and he's like, "That's awesome." And I'm like, "You should get it because it's so cool." And then nothing. And then I never saw this toy again in the stores. And you know how our brains do. We start to be like, that was a cool toy. It was really cool looking. I'd like to see it again. And then you don't see it again. And then that creates this FOMO, fear of missing out. You're just like, man, now I really want to see this toy, whether you even did or not. You're like, I want to see it again. And I really hadn't seen it for what feels like a year. And sure enough, today I'm just wasting time in a Walmart in a town next door. And this guy was there, and I'm like, I can't not get it now because I've built this up in my head. This toy that I think is cool looking as hell. It's bizarre and weird and neat. I do want it for myself just because it's freaking cool and weird. And also I can probably use it for Horror Hangouts, the Attack of the Killer podcast thing. Like, I think I can get by with using that as one of my items. If you know, you know. But also I'll see Mike tomorrow and I can show him too. But I don't even know who this is or what this is. I do not collect Marvel Legends, really. I don't think I have maybe any. And so this might be my first official Marvel Legends. Anybody guessed yet? Have you guessed? Anyone want to guess? Anyone? Okay. I'll just wait for you to type. I'm just kidding. I'm going to tell you. Maybe you can tell me if you got it right or not. Look at this dude. Marvel's Orb. Yeah, what is that? It's this guy with an eyeball for a head. And I also know another thing, like Insane Mike, he's the biggest Residence fan I know. Like, actually, I don't know any other Residence fan that I know of. And like, this is how they dress in their videos. They're giant eyeball heads with top hats. So I need to get a little top hat. That's what I need to do. And we'll make this a Residence action figure. I'll just get 4 of these and then I can make a little band. But look at this. This is so ridiculous, so weird, right? This dude with the red, white, and blue. He's got stars on his suspenders, I guess, on his cuffs, and I don't know anything about this dude. Here's the back. Looks like he's a Build-A-Figure, like all Marvel's Legends are. Don't care about that. But now I have a green arm and another green hand. That's cool. I'll just add it in the pile. And he's got a little laser gun. It's kind of bulbous. I just wanted to use that word. Yeah. Marvel's Orb. What the heck? Does anyone know anything about this guy? I'm excited. I know that I have Google too. And I could just look it up, but I'd love to have someone else tell me because, I get your interpretation, your connection to him. Anyway, super cool. Looks like he's the 5th out of 6 in this wave of whatever. Of whatever wave this was. Don't know. Don't follow Marvel Legends. But those look like cool folks. Ghost Rider villain. Hot dang. Thanks, Bill. That's neat. Ghost Rider's awesome. Maybe it's just something with the heads, one's flaming skull head and this one's the one that can see it. All right, I'm stalling long enough. Let's get into this thing. Got my trusty knife, which just yesterday Spooty told me was too dull. I gotta go get a new blade. Okay, here we go. Gonna try and remember to get this on camera, all the things. Okay. And it's got a flap. Opening it up. This is exciting for me because I never had Marvel Legends before. Ooh, we got some soft. Well, it's not soft, I guess, but it's kind of a waxy paper there. We got that dumb thing. Oh, that's loose. I can already kind of tell that's the Build-A-Figure arm. And we'll pull this out. That's all of the box. Nothing else in there. I do really enjoy the packaging. That's kind of no ties. It looks like just little tabs in here. Comes right out. Bam, throw that away. We got this figure in this waxy paper. Is it a bag? Yes. So drop it out of the bag. Get rid of that. Whoa! Look at this dude. I'm gonna look at him. I am getting old. I got new glasses, and I can't. Close things are hard. I have to look over them now. So all those years of making fun of Insane Mike for being old, now I have to do it. Well, this is great. I do really love the new figures with the bazillion points of articulation. Well, here he is. Let's get a. This camera. Sorry, doesn't auto change, so I kind of got to keep him back to keep him in focus. Just put him where my eyeball is. Yeah, he's cool. Gosh, there is so much articulation. Like this foot. There's no good way. How does it rock like this? There's no pins or joint. So neat. I gotta find this gun though. Let's check this other bag out. Whoa, green hand. That's cool. I wonder what else I can put it on and make something look stupid. Oh, I'm just kidding. This is my second. It's my second one. I got this Crystar figure the other day because Crystar's cool, and I won't have any of the original toys. Sorry. I guess my second Marvel Legends figure. Got this big giant bicep-y arm fist thing. Puff Adder is the build a figure. That's neat though. Neat to have. Maybe Elgin can put it on a He-Man or something. I don't know. And his sweet little laser gun. Something you don't know about me. I make every single. I don't want to admit this. I make every single Transformer behind me is right-handed, except one character I made left-handed. I don't know. I just do. Just did that in one day, and it stuck. Well, that's pretty cool with his blaster. Yeah. Marvel's Orb. So much, these figures, bicep. I don't need to tell you all the points of articulation. It's incredible. These are the most posable figures that we have today, pretty much. They're just, you can do everything. Cool. Well, yeah, Marvel's Orb. That's neat. So pretty excited. Again, I think I have to find a little top hat to slap on that dude. But yeah, oh, that's awesome. All right, awesome. I just had this one toy. That's all I had. So anyone else wants to jump on? I don't see any. Nobody's written. That's fine. I will though. This is the name of this Unbox With Me. I don't know. If you can think of a better name, I will take any suggestions. But anyway, I definitely want to thank everyone who is or will be watching this in the future. Appreciate you tuning in and listening to our podcast in general and watching all these videos. It's so much fun for us to make this stuff and talk toys, and it's kind of our favorite thing. And so yeah, all the things are over at cracktasticplastic.com. You know that already. We appreciate it. Yeah, we can get to 2,000. Hit that subscribe button down there if you haven't. There's a bell if you want to know when more of these things happen. Appreciated. That's all I got. I don't know. Do you mind the closed packaging? Good question. Thank you, Bill. No, I mean, I personally nowadays I'm not a in-box collector. I'm not gonna put him back in the box and then put him on the shelf. I see that I know that Spooty does a lot more of that, putting it back in the box and then I mean, getting your playing out of it and then putting it back, and having that window there of seeing the toy. Yeah, I mean, if you do that, I think you would want that, right? And I do there are some Transformers I have over there that are new and went through the windowless packaging thing, but I I made myself pretty much open all those, so one, it was more surface area for artwork, and I really liked that, and the artwork that got used for a lot of those, closed packs, releases, they really went to town on the artwork. It's way more elaborate than we would have got if there was a big plastic window taking up all that area, and it made it easier to hang on to the box, which is, that's a whole nother show, but because there's so much great artwork, it makes really good, backdrops to have behind the toys, and so that's a neat thing about it, but in general, everything else that I do have, I've been trying to open and get good at that, and I'll just store the boxes in a giant box and put that giant box somewhere. So, I guess it doesn't really matter. As a collector, you don't know what you got till it's gone for sure. I mean, I do remember, like, I mean, every time you go shopping, if you have 2 of a toy, if there were 2 of these on the shelf, I would definitely take both and inspect the paint jobs on both of them, and you maybe there really is no difference, but sometimes you're like, "I see a difference. This got a big mark here," or, you can find those discrepancies when you get to look at them and inspect them right in your face beforehand and pick your best one. I guess this way you never know, so it's like Schrodinger's paint job, but and you just trust that that's what it is, and maybe that's better for us to get less neurotic, I suppose. Um, but yeah, it doesn't bother me, especially with this guy that's got this big, great art, and maybe it helped me see it on the shelf better if he was not in set, and I'm just gonna because I can't throw this away, I will save this, and it'll go into a bigger box in my closet. I'm just gonna put it on the screen and then read it, so I hope it's not bad. Bill says, "Sometimes I think the packaging is great, like Toonie Terrors," correct, "where it's part of the presentation." That's true. Toonie Terrors does a great job of that, especially with the backside. "But you unbox my NECA stuff, even though they're beautiful boxes, and I lose half of the accessories." Exactly. I don't know how Tad does it. I mean, on our latest episode is about, weapon storage and accessory storage, and, you'll s if I could show you back here on the floor, I could show you, I'm not gonna, but, I have, um, a whole case full of baggied extras, like that Crystar. I got just a couple sets of hands just sitting here on my desk, and I'm like, "What am I gonna do with these things?" I'll probably put them in a little plastic bag, write Crystar on it. I'll probably put these stupid things in a little baggie and write whatever his name was, Puff Adder, build a figure on it and stick it in a drawer in a box or something like that. But I hear you. Ever since the movie Maniacs and my Leatherface with his bucket full of heads, trying to keep them heads everywhere you'd move to, like you're eventually going to lose something. I agree. I agree with you. All right. Any more questions? Anybody? Anybody? All right. Better put this away before somebody gets hurt. Man, this is cool. So veiny. I'll get your question off of there. Marvel's Orb, my second Marvel Legends. So he's going to fight Crystar in a minute when you're done. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching all these videos, following the podcast. We'll do this again sometime. Next time I have something to unbox for sure. Hope you can join me then. Thanks everybody for being awesome, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.